product of a Utah immersion program started in the late 70s. When I finished 6th grade, there was no secondary program in place. So pretty much 6th grade it ended. So I didn't have anywhere to go and advance my language until I got to high school and got into AP. So it's nice to now have a program that wants to give students opportunities past the 6th grade level.
I think it's a privilege to be a teacher in secondary in this school because we see levels of Spanish that no one can see in elementary, and that's really, really awesome. And I'm not saying Spanish, I say French, I say Chinese, I say anything. I think those kids are well prepared and I really love to teach them.
¿Cuál es el programa favorito de la televisión?
Mi programa más favorito de televisión es el programa de fútbol americano.
I'm so happy to be teaching AP Spanish with these immersion kids because they know a lot of Spanish. I could teach them many different things and they catch everything I teach them. And like the vocab, the language, all the resources they have already is amazing. So it's like speaking to a Spanish-speaking person because they do very, very good.
Ok, así ya sabe, yo recuerdo, pero dime más.
So going from 6th grade to 7th grade, we had half of a day in Spanish. So we were learning math in Spanish, we were learning science in Spanish.
And then when it got shortened, it was kind of a shock at first.
It was like, so now coming in, we were learning math and English, and it was like, what the heck does all this stuff mean? So that was pretty hard.
And then coming into 7th grade, just new into the junior high, I got into my Spanish class and I was like, wait, I don't know these terms in English as well as I'd like to.
Some advice that I would give to a 6th grader coming into 7th grade would be that they would need to realize that we are moving more into how the language works and teaching them how to speak better and how to write better and how to read and understand what you're reading.
Definitely a lot more emphasis on grammar in kindergarten through 6th grade. They just kind of let us say whatever we wanted to and didn't correct us too much. So in junior high, they were shocked to find out we didn't know much grammar and really worked on it.
In elementary school, it was a lot more lax. Once we got to junior high, we kind of had to buckle down, and we weren't quite used to that.
Un guitarrista flamenco es nombrado el tocador y quien se baile denomina bailador o bailadora.
We had to really work a lot harder than we had been trying to get up to the standard that we should be at a junior high level.
España es representada internacionalmente por sus bailes distintos.
The advice I'm continually giving students as they come into the secondary program is to become language learning snobs. They want to immerse themselves in the language. They need to go out and look up and constantly want to use the language. Look up what's interesting to them. If they're into gymnastics, they should know how to talk about the world of gymnastics in Spanish. If they are into skateboarding, they need to know the parts of a skateboard in Spanish. It's really up to them to delve into that additional vocabulary.
Any student in an immersion school, they should be practicing Spanish all the time they could. So they just need to keep reading in Spanish, keep watching movies in Spanish, keep listening some music in Spanish. And of course, if they have the opportunity to speak with other school friends or other grown-up people that speak Spanish, they would do that. That would be great.
If you don't like Spanish and you don't want to be here, you're going to get nothing out of this class.
I think be positive. Whatever happened today is going to be fun.
Don't be afraid to try the new things.
Don't freak out because that's what I did.
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
What if I mess up? What if I say something wrong? That's so embarrassing. But that's what the class is for.
If you actually enjoy what you're doing and you come in here, you actually listen to the teacher and do what they ask, then it'll be a really great experience.
The most important part is reading.
Watch movies that you know well in Spanish or read books you know well in Spanish.
And it takes time and dedication.
You're going to make mistakes, but you're supposed to because that's how you learn.
It might seem kind of difficult and hard, but you've got these people to help you out.
The fact that we've grown up with these kids for so long We have really good classroom unity, and it makes it easier to learn with each other because it's not intimidating. You feel it's a really comfortable environment.
And going out and using it. I see the students who've been to other countries or here in Utah who go and actively search people. Oh, they're speaking Spanish. I'm going to go talk to them. It's nerve-wracking. It's hard. But if I get through that and go talk to that person in Spanish, I feel so much better about myself. I can glow and say, you know what? I can do this. I've actually gone out and used the language.